Located 25 kilometres east of Gibraltar on Spain's Andalusian coast, Sotogrande is renowned for its glamorous lifestyle and extensive sporting facilities. The area boasts 5 golf courses, 6 world-famous polo fields and a busy marina which provides the perfect venue for the penultimate stop of the 2016 GC32 Racing Tour.
Sotogrande has been a place for over half a century, celebrating sports, and sports of many different ways, and it's a privilege, and I would say even an honor, to welcome the GC32 class. Sotogrande is a high-end, private, exclusive destination, and our goal is to make sure people that come here, our visitors, guests, competitors, find their free time relevant.
The tour's a great opportunity for GC32 owners to compete against top professional sailors. The series started back in May in Riva in northern Italy. It then stayed on Lake Garda for one more event parallel to the foiling week in Malcesine. The GC32s then headed to the Mediterranean and to Palma de Mallorca for the 35th Copa del Rey Map Free. That event at the beginning of August was the first time that the boats had raced on Spanish waters. One team has dominated the fleet so far this season. Norauto has won all but one regatta. That went to Team Tilt when they got the better of the French boat in Malcesine. Now we come to the penultimate stop for the 2016 series and the second one in Spain, with the fleet in the southernmost tip of the mainland. 7 teams were ready to do battle for the GC32 La Reserva de Sotogrande Cup. With almost flat waters and a strong westerly known as Poniente, made the conditions more than ideal for some high-octane racing with these foiling cats. Equipment, crews and the safety team were tested to their limits on the first day of racing.
In 2 seconds we lose two guys on board because we make a nose dive. We are good, we come back to the harbour and we wait for tomorrow.
We understood quite quick that one guy is injured. The Empire boat was really close, so they could actually cover the guys who went overboard. That went very well with the organisation, so we could pick them up and help them.
It was no surprise though to see Norauto command the fleet. They won all the races on what was a full-on day. Team Tilt and Team Engie finished the day in 2nd and 3rd respectively on equal points, whilst it was Pierre Casaraghi and Malizia Yacht Club de Monaco who led the owner-drivers fleet.
Until Palma and Sotogrande, we did the changement of the crew. We have Ben Amio who arrived and Bertrand Dumortier, the coach. He just arrived to Rio after the Olympic Games, and I think Bertrand give us serenity. We just worked the base, the start of something like that. And today is about Sotogrande race. We arrived to take better start. And when you take a better start in GC32, it's easier to do better results.
The managers are very important members of the GC32 team environment. They may not be out on the water with the crew, but nevertheless their role is vital.
basically the manager of a GC32 team is in charge of all the logistics. So it's the organisation of the planning, the flights, making sure that everyone arrives when needed, and coordinating everybody. Here I actually take the manager's hat off and become the coach, or the so-called coach, and basically I'm just offering feedback. I'm trying to notice what the guys are doing, who are doing well. I see little tidbits like today, especially out here in Sotogrande, there was a lot of current information, which side of the course had more wind, and just looking at the setup.
Norauto started the second day where they left off with 2 bullets in the opening 2 races. With light and tricky conditions, Team NG and Milizia Yacht Club de Monaco managed to win the next 2 races. However, with the wind dropping, the race committee was forced to send the crews ashore for the rest of the day. On the third and penultimate day of racing, the conditions were very similar to the previous one. Sebastian Schneider and Team Tilt proved in good shape and managed to achieve the best performance of any crew to climb to second place overall. They managed to open up a gap below them to the third place team, Team NG, but still leading the way was Norauto with former match racing world champion Adam Minoprio at the helm.
It's a very tough day on the water. The breeze did what it forecast in the morning. It built to 9 to 10 knots, and the first race we had good breeze, pretty stable direction, and it was very tough. And then the last 2 races of the day, the breeze started to die and shift a lot, and made a lot of lead changes and a lot of tough tactical decisions out there.
We did 3 races in light condition, but it was fun because the wind was quite tricky, a lot of play, and we had to be right with the shift, so it was okay.
Pierre Casaraghi and Milizia Yacht Club de Monaco might not have had the best day out on the water after picking up a black flag penalty, but they were still in control of the owner-driver's fleet.
We were taking a bit in the action of the race, and we just made a big mistake, and so we get a lot of points for it. You can have some big distances because the wind is quite shifty and it's in different places. So once again, the start is even more important than when there's wind. So I think we have to focus on that. It's definitely our weak point. I think we're good in maneuvers, but I need to get the trigger better. I need to get some speed, otherwise it's impossible to pass the reaching mark in a good position.
In these kind of light and tricky conditions, trimming the boat's sails becomes a major factor. The crews are trying to eke out as much speed from the boat as possible, and getting the correct settings can make all the difference.
In every boat the trims are quite important, and in catamarans even more, I would say. If you have the wrong trims on the boat, you will be slower than the other teams. We have to trim a lot the shrouds and also the diamond on the mast. As soon as we have more wind, we have to take some tension, otherwise we lose the shape of the sails and the forestay gets too soft. And to have a stable flight is really important to get a strong and a tight forestay and a tight main leech.
The GC32 Racing Catamaran is a boat which is easy to transport around the world. The containers usually arrive a couple of days before each event, and the whole team is responsible for making sure that their boats are assembled correctly and that everything is fully functional and reliable. With the competition so high, equipment failure would spell an end to a team's chances.
The boat arrives in a 12-meter trailer box, so it's completely taken apart in all the single bits and pieces. And so when we start, it takes us with 3 people around 2 to 3 days to put everything together. So it starts with we have to assemble the platform. So that means we have the beams and connect it to the hulls, and then we have the spines, and that goes all together. And then we need to tighten up all the spine rigging. And then a lot of work is to make this trampoline really tight, because that's this kind of the platform when you run over it. Then we start with the mast. The mast is also in 2 pieces, so now it's 16 meter 50 long. We have the foils. They also need awful a lot of. They bring the boat on the. This makes the boat flying.
Back now to the GC32 La Reserva de Sotogrande Cup. Before the final day of racing, the sailors had a chance to relax and enjoy Sotogrande's warm hospitality. Social events have always been a big part of the GC32 Racing Tour, and all the competitors had a chance to gather together for a crew dinner hosted by the event's hosts.
I think it's fun to be able to hang out with all the guys after racing and exchange a bit on the day, and you know, it's amazing to be in such nice places. So you know, for us it's really fun, and Sotogrande is definitely a beautiful place. I think we had a great dinner yesterday. So it's good to mix both. It's difficult also because of the level of sailing. You know, the guys are quite tired after sailing, but it's really fun. So I'm quite happy about that.
The crews were also there to celebrate Sebastian Schneider's 21st birthday. The youngest skipper on the tour came straight from the Rio Olympics, where he had represented Switzerland in the 49er class. This, however, was something new to him, as it was his first event helming on the GC32 Racing Tour. He had plenty to celebrate, with some great performances during the first 3 days of the event.
I would say the first day was a lot of adrenaline. I was steering for only 2 days, and it was the first racing day with 20 knots, a reef in the main, and yeah, it was really fun, really fast, a bit scary sometimes, but at the end I had a lot of fun.
Like the young guns on Gunville sailing, Schneider and his team are also preparing for the Red Bull Youth America's Cup. So what better a way to do it than to train by racing a GC32 foiling cat in this highly skilled fleet?
We had our first regatta with the new team last week, and actually we won in front of some big teams like Alinghi or Spindrift, so we were pretty happy. This was on non-foiling boats, so now we will start slowly to get them to foiling, and we will use the GC32, which is the perfect boat to start learning how to fly with a team.
And that's what the GC32 Racing Tour is all about. Sailors coming together from various backgrounds. Olympic medalists, round-the-world race winners and talented private owners are all here to test their skills aboard these super-fast flying machines. They're all on the same course, fighting for the prestigious overall Tour trophy.
I began my career in Mini 6.5. I take information about the Mini 6.5. I did a good commercial book, and I'm looking for a sponsor. And my road crossed the NG road, and the history is began, and now it's 9 years. Normally my job is cross the Atlantic in 20 days in monohull, and now it's in multi-hull with 5 crew and races during 20 minutes. It's totally different.
Helm on Nor Auto, Adam Minoprio was the youngest sailor to become match racing world champion in 2009. That was when he was just 24 years old. He went on to finish second in the Volvo Ocean Race on board Camper, where he was a helmsman and trimmer.
I mean, no matter how old you are, you're always learning. And as soon as you rest on your laurels and stop doing as much time on the water, training or sailing in different events, you could say you start going backwards. So to be the best sailor in the world, you've just got to do as much sailing as you can. A lot depends on your position on board the boat, but in general, the more you're on the water or developing sails or trimming the sails or doing tactics, the more you develop as a sailor and the more you learn.
But it's not just the crews who have the opportunity to experience foiling. Amongst the VIP guests invited on board is Volvo Ocean Race skipper and two-time Olympic medalist Iker Martinez. He enjoyed his chance to visit the racecourse and get a taste of the GC32 Racing Tour.
Offshore sailing is today is a little bit different than what we can see in these boats, but we already saw in the open water in the ocean some foiling boats like Hydropter, for example, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna soon see these big trimarans with these guys sailing along like François Gabard, and they're gonna be fully foiling or almost doing that. So it's gonna come. I think for the multi-hulls is much more easy, and as we can see, the IMOCA 60 is also for the next Vendée being like almost foiling. I'm sure in some years there's going to be a lot of boats to sail in the ocean with very high speeds, fully foiling and good control. So it's something that is going to happen. We are just in the beginning of a new era, and let's see what happens. But for sure, it's very exciting and nice to watch.
Representatives from another rapidly developing class, the foiling kite surf, were invited and had a chance to watch the GC32s. World-class kite riders Maxime Notcher and Florian Trittel were in Sotogrande, having recently competed in the Formula Kite World Championships in China.
Just come from China and for the World Championship in kitesurf, in foil. So I managed to win this year. So this is my 9th world title. So yeah, I'm super happy to win also this year. And I'm coming here with my team, Malaysia. And because the boat is foiling now with GC32, and it's like amazing. All the speed is, and it's perfect. And I really enjoy to come and watch.
I'm invited on the GC32 boats today, and it's my first time on this tour to check out how the foiling boats go. I know how the kites foil, but not how the boats foil, so I'm pretty keen to go step up boat and check out the speed and all the maneuvers are.
The Yacht Club de Monaco is a leader in foiling kitesurf, with Maxime Notcher representing the Principality. The club is now trying to make its presence felt in the GC32 Racing Tour, with Milizia Yacht Club de Monaco and Pierre Kesaragi as skipper.
New generation of the boat, it's completely different, Now I think in 10, 15 years everybody is flying. That is very different. And I'm very enjoying of that because I think I am an observer of the new generation, new activity and new thing.
Everyone was looking for some clean, fast sailing on the last day of racing, but still a class apart was Norauto, who scored yet another regatta victory. They dominated proceedings, not making any mistakes, taking good decisions and sailing skillfully. They got 2 bullets to take first overall. They won 10 out of the 15 races at this event a truly outstanding performance.
That was a tough day today again. Unfortunately, the winds didn't deliver the Sotogrande promise with strong breeze. It's tricky conditions, and we had 3 tough races, and we're happy to come away with 2 bullets today.
Despite strong pressure from their opponents, Sebastian Schneider and Team Tilt managed to post yet another great performance to seal 2nd place overall. Quite an achievement for the first-time GC32 skipper.
Yeah, first event at the end I was a bit stressed actually the first day with 20 knots, but at the end it went pretty well, pretty smooth, and I think race by race we got better and better, so can't wait to go in Marseille and try to catch Naruto again.
Team NG made it to their first podium finish of the Tour this year, finishing 3rd, whilst Pierre Kazuragi and Malizia Yacht Club de Monaco won the Owner Drivers' Trophy. The winners got their prizes at the closing ceremony and are now packing their equipment for the next and final stop of the 2016 GC32 Racing Tour in the south of France. Tour heads towards its conclusion. Naruto lead the overall rankings. They've won 3 out of the 4 events this season and were only beaten narrowly at the GC32 Malcesine Cup by Team Tilt. They've been super consistent and they only trail the leaders by 3 points in the overall rankings. Flavio Marazzi with Armenstrom's sailing team have almost secured 3rd place, but their podium finish is in danger, with Malizia Yacht Club de Monaco breathing down their neck in 4th. Behind them is Gunvor Sailing, Team NG and Argo, who are all equal on points. There's also a spectacular battle in the fight for the Owner Drivers' Trophy as Malizia Yacht Club de Monaco and Jason Carroll's Argo have a gap of just 1 point. All will be decided at the next stop of the Tour in Marseille. It's not going to be the first time that the GC32 Racing Tour has visited Marseille. It's a city renowned for its big wins, whilst the Frioul Islands and the city, topped by its impressive Basilica Notre Dame de la Garde church, offers an attractive backdrop for the racecourse. Organised by Cyrus Events, the regatta is part of Marseille's build-up to being European Capital of Sport in 2017 and is the potential Olympic sailing venue should Paris win its bid to host the 2024 Olympic Games. So don't miss our next episode with all the exciting racing from the final stop of the GC32 Racing Tour in Marseille.